But you felt that God gave him the entire fucking deck. Oh my God. What bullshit is that, right? But that's just life. That is just life. Welcome to Under the Bodhi Tree with Tommy P. Hope everyone's doing well today. Keeping your hands washed. And most importantly, covering their fucking mouths when they're coughing and sneezing. So let's get right into it. Get into the content. No commercials, no ads, no nothing. On why being insecure is abso-fucking-lutely stupid. I'm not tall enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not thin enough. Oh, I wish I had a head full of hair. I wish my hair color was so-and-so. This is so fucking unfair. This is an asinine shit to say. Look. No matter how much you want something that ends up being outside of yourself, even when you do achieve it or when it comes to fruition, it will never truly make you happy to your core. Real happiness comes from the inside. Yeah, I know it sounds hokey because everyone is fucking saying it now. But it's true. It comes from deep down below that belly. Take a look at it from this perspective. I've always had this view. I remember when I first gained consciousness and aware of where the fuck I'm at on this planet Earth, my first question that popped in my head was, wow, I was outside in the grass looking at the sun, or not looking directly at the sun, but in the sky, and the sun was really very shiny that day. But that was my first thought. Wow. What is this thing called life? It is so fucking awesome. This grass feels so fucking good. So, the thought and the frame of mind that I usually remind myself on a daily basis when I slip way too deep into reality, or the physical reality of what is in front of us, is that we are all just spiritual beings living out this human experience. We'll live up to a certain time and then we are gone. Segue into this is that people forget that we're all gonna fucking die, and that's not to say it in a negative way. It's the truth. Facts over feelings. We're all going to fucking croak. Some of us more elegant than others. But let's say that we live to 1,000 years old. But there was a time before that, and there was a time after. There will be a time after you're gone. So, by that logic, we must have came from somewhere, right? We didn't just did not exist and out of nowhere existed. We came from somewhere. A spiritual essence somewhere. Like if I gave you a slice of apple pie and I ask you, where do you think that apple pie came from? You would say something along the lines of, are you fucking crazy, Tommy P? It came from an apple pie. a whole of an apple pie, and now I got a slice of the apple pie. So analogously and similarly, we are source energy. We are an extension of God. We are a part of God because we came from God. Does that not make sense? So the remedy for this is very simple. It's to count your blessings, right? There's so many things that could have gone wrong with us. But in spite of that, we're doing just fine. If you have eyes, be grateful that you're able to see, because there's many people out there that are blind. There are some people out there that suffer from kidney failure, and their body is not able to filter waste and other toxic crap in your blood because your kidney doesn't work. So now these people are forced to go through a treatment called hemodialysis, and they have to do it 2 to 3 times a week. I'll spare you how graphic that could sound. You can look it up if you want to. It's not a fun process, and you have to be there for quite a long time. So if you have a working kidney, be thankful of that. Be thankful and count your blessings for the things that are going well in your life. Because the more you focus on things that is working for you and that makes you happy and you truly feel grateful about, more of those things will show up in your life. More things to be grateful for in many facets of your life. Many wonderful experiences. Be thankful that you were not born somewhere where you die early, where famine is a thing, or disease and virus is rampant. Be thankful that you are healthy. Be thankful that you have a roof over your head. Just practice gratitude on a daily basis. There's so many things that could have gone wrong with us. But in spite of that, and despite that, hey, we're doing just fine, right? If you have a job right now, be grateful that you have a job in times like this, that you're able to provide for yourself and your family. If your parents are around, be grateful that they are there. Because many people out there don't. Be grateful that you have limbs, working limbs, legs that take you around, and arms to hug or slap people. Be grateful because some are not as fortunate as you. So I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking about this. And he was talking about how he, growing up, he had issues with losing his hair at a very young age. And it was shitty. And it sucks. Because you don't know what you have sometime, or appreciate what you have until you lose it, right? When you're young, for some of us men out there, luscious, beautiful hair. And out of nowhere, we start losing our hair. For those of you that do have a head full of hair, be grateful. But for those of us that lose our hair, we just feel like, what the hell? Now what? Come on. This is bullshit. And, like Joe Rogan, he used products, minoxidil, Propecia, and he had hair surgery as well. Yeah. And he said that he was so glad that when he shaved off his hair, that fucking feeling was just freeing. A lot of people, they always think that it's something outside of them that will make them happy, right? maybe a physical attribute, maybe if you have a car, a nice car, maybe if you had more money, maybe if you were more sexually appealing to the opposite sex, and you think that's going to make you happy. It's not real happiness. Faint and short-term happiness, sure, but it won't last because it's something that is outside of you, right? You get the car that you always wanted, and now it gets dirty, and you want to clean the car, or it gets messy, or the tire went out, or this or that, and then you forget to be grateful about the car, right? It's always about your mindset and how you remind yourself to be grateful and count your blessing every fucking time. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Negativity or positivity depends on your perspective. The more you focus on the negative shit in life, the more of those things come. Ever notice when you wake up and you bump your freaking foot against the bed frame, then the rest of your day is shot. But when you wake up, you might bump your foot against the bed frame, but you shake it off. Okay, whatever. You have to remember, it's how you choose to respond to a situation. Don't allow yourself to react or act on impulse. It's how you respond. Shit don't go your way? Oh, maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe there's something better for me out there, right? Have a positive mindset. Immediately switch that shit up. Don't allow that negativity to fucking occupy that space in your mind. Grow a fucking garden up there. Beautiful, blooming garden. Not the weeds. Take that shit off. Weeds are the negativity. Pull that shit out and replace it with a beautiful botanical garden. The basis of Stoic philosophy is this. Things that are outside of your control, that you can't change, learn to accept them. And things that you can, do so, but don't overdo it. So it's very similar to how the serenity prayer is. I think it's God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and change the things that I can, and something, and know the difference between the two. Completely paraphrasing it wrong. Just look it up. Google it. So let's go back to what Joe Rogan said that had a profound fucking stickiness and effect on me. He was talking about how God, source, whatever you want to believe out there, you might have felt that God, source, energy, or whatever, dealt you a terrible hand at the poker table. You probably got a fucking 2 and a fucking 3. And you're walking around town, you see some fucking dude, thick head of hair, 6'3", chisel fucking jaw, chisel fucking abs. He is the epitome of beauty and sexual desirability. But you felt that God gave him the entire fucking deck. Oh my God. What bullshit is that, right? But that's just life. That is just life. And many people attribute their sexual desirability to their looks. Hence, plastic surgery. And let's say that you do get that plastic surgery to fix something. And if you're lucky enough to have a successful surgery, you might be so inclined to find flaws or other flaws about yourself to fix more. But honestly, if it's just minor things and you're able to change it and accept it as is and learn to accept everything else, then you'll be fine. Overdoing any one thing is terrible. Accept the things that you cannot change and change the things that you can. I'm going to say this to you, my listeners. It's going to sound hokey, corny, might make you feel awkward or cringy right here, but it must be said because it's fucking true. You are unique. You are experiencing consciousness for a reason. God put you here for a reason. For what reason? I don't fucking know. Meditate on it. But you are fucking special. You have certain qualities and attributes to you that no one else fucking has. Your upbringing, your mentality, the way you are, your gesture, your talent, your gifts. It's all unique to you. You just gotta find what that is and run with it. So whatever cards you felt that was dealt to you, take that shit, live your 100-year, if you're lucky enough, and roll with it. Do the best that you can with the cards that you were given. Because right now, trying to be something that you're not, like that Freaky Friday bullshit, is currently not possible or technologically available. Accept yourself for who you are. Happiness comes from deep within you, not outside. All right. So that concludes today's episode number 12. I can't believe it's episode number 12. I say that with every episode because I don't think I will make another one. But yes, if you like this kind of content, please check me out on YouTube, Higher Self Concepts over there. And also higherselfconcepts.com. That's concepts plural with an S, higherselfconcepts.com. I have very interesting stuff on there. I'm still working on it. It's a solo man project. I'm going to have to recruit some people to help me here, but I love doing these kind of fucking podcasts. And I'll be doing some recording soon. I'm so excited. And let me sign off here by saying thank you very much for listening. And I hope you have a splendid fucking day. And remember, you are fucking unique. Until next time, this is Tommy P. Under the Bodhi Tree. Peace the fuck out.